in Accra, also live on Ultimate FM in Kumasi, where my guest tonight is eyeing for something special in the future. We're also live on Empire FM in Sekondi Takoradi. You are welcome to Starr 103.5 FM, Starr Chats. Of course, it's a conversation you need to listen to. We present the best conversations, the most engaging conversations on this platform. And you're welcome. If you're tuning in for the first time, a big thank you to you. We're also streaming live on the Starr FM Facebook page, so you can tune in and watch us instead of just listening. It's always great to have both, listen and watch. Anyway, let's go straight to my guest for tonight. And I don't know how many times I have to say this. I love to start my shows with a quote. And my quote today is from Roy T. Bennett, from The Light in the Heart, who once said that enthusiasm can help you find the new doors, but it takes passion to open them. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. My guest tonight has a mind of her own, has firm convictions, and the kind who is willing to take to the lonely path to success. After working with Santander Bank in the UK for several years, she decided to leave the Four Seasons land to the binary seasons African soil of Mother Ghana. Someone told me that the jollof and palm wine had something to do with that, but I digress. Her return was to settle home, make and raise a family to be fully nurtured in Ghana. We'll find out her insistence on that path tonight. This also meant her knowledge and competence was rechanneled from getting employed to becoming self-employed and carving a unique path. A fashion magazine was birthed with her focus and drive. Today, Glitz magazine is one of the most sought-after magazines in Africa, showcasing rich African fashion and repositioning the African leaders and aristocrats while empowering the next generation. Celebrated with many awards, my guest redefines the meaning of her name with a strong, passionate, and ambitious personality. So, what keeps an intelligent woman passionate about new beginnings and global ventures? Has fashion been given a pride of place in our national consciousness? And is it even true that the way of life is only appreciated by the highly educated and well-traveled? Has the evolution of media realigned her fashion magazine vehicle as she continues to thought lead in the fashion space? My guest is Claudia Lumor, Ghanaian publisher, founder of Glitz Africa magazine and the Glitz Style Awards. You're welcome to the show, Claudia.
Oh, Nana. I am so humble. Oh, you got tears in your eyes. I am. I couldn't be. I was like, it should read about me.
You got tears in your eyes.
Oh, Nana ba.
It's good to see you, Claudia.
Good to see you.
I remember today that I was the first person to interview you.
Yes. Yes.
In the media.
Yes.
So many years ago.
10 years ago.
I know. And I've never interviewed you again.
10
years after we meet. I know. Yeah. And I was just thinking, if I had had a baby at that time, he or she would be 10, preferably a girl. Should I be 10?
It's still not late, though.
Oh, it's too late.
It's not. I'm going to take
under
this.
The bridge.
No, I'm going to champion this.
Really?
Yes.
Champion what?
Anamoah, yeah.
Must give birth.
Yes. Hashtag.
Anyway, they say women supporting women. Maybe you can provide the egg. Anyway, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Two things that I want to pick your thoughts on first. Ghana qualified.
Yes.
Last night.
Yes.
For the World Cup in Qatar.
Yes.
You watched the game?
Yes.
Okay. How are you feeling throughout?
Oh, you know what? It's such a beautiful thing. Yeah. It's really was really special. And you know when Ghana is playing, like we're always like our hearts, like, and also like when they came back to score, like everybody was like, oh, how is this going to end?
Yeah.
And the boys did it, and I think it's such a beautiful thing. Ghana really needed this.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the street, people were happy, genuinely happy. Yeah. It brought people together. So I think the atmosphere, everything was beautiful. Shame for Nigeria,
you know. Sorry for them.
I really tiny bit I felt for them.
It could have been us.
It could have been us, so
actually not us entirely. We wouldn't have destroyed equipment at the stadium. We wouldn't have done that.
Ghanaians, we don't have that kind of spirit in us.
Well, we have the spirit, but we are more
Yes, yes.
I don't want to use the word. I have Nigerian friends. Already some have blocked me, so.
No, it is disappointing, and I think it doesn't tell, a good story about Africa football. And I saw on your page you're saying that this is just football.
Yeah.
And we know that the spirit of football is really high. People really take football very personal.
Yeah.
But to take it to that extreme, I think people. I read today that somebody, a medical doctor or somebody lost his life.
Official.
Yeah, I mean it's not acceptable because of football.
I think I heard a later story blaming it on a cardiac arrest, that it was unrelated to the riots, but. Well, maybe the truth was definitely come out. Yes.
But we're going to Qatar.
Yeah, yesterday was the president's birthday.
Yes.
So the president had a double celebration. It's actually triple. So there was the Tamale interchange. Mm-hmm. There was the passage of the E-levy. And then the Black Stars won.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Adodi. Ado so much. What a birthday.
You saw videos of Nana.
Oh, no. Our president has swag.
No, but I mean, it's beautiful. Swag. As, to see your president, our leaders, also enjoying the beautiful thing, football. And it was his birthday. So it's nice when you feel like your leaders are also normal people. I think it shows a beautiful side, so it was nice to see that.
Were you shocked to see the E-levy pass?
I wasn't shocked. Okay. I wasn't shocked because I believe that it's a good thing, but we just need to do more education around it. Sometimes people stop things when we don't really understand, and I believe that taxes everywhere around the world. Everybody kick against taxes, more taxes, but then when we know what the taxes is going to do, and we believe we trust it, and there's more education around it, I think I believe it will lead to something good.
Did you follow the president's address today, the State of the Nation address?
I did, in and out, because I was in meetings, but I did a lot of it, and I think his ending was really beautiful. Bringing Ghanaians together. Sometimes we need to hear that, and I think his ending was beautiful.
Yeah. You think it was a great address? Do you have a soft spot for the president? Do you have a soft spot for it? Because I listened to you say that it was a good address. And then I compare it to what I heard the minority say on the floor, like, hey, is this the same guy? You have a soft spot for, not for him personally, but for his leadership style, the qualities, the principles he stands for.
Do you know what? I've always admired Nado. I've always admired him. I mean, I can speak, apart from English, I can't speak any language. So I always say that, he's very articulate, he's very smart, he speaks different languages, and he's a visionary, and for me, and people really, have huge respect for this man outside Ghana. And for me as a Ghanaian, it doesn't matter with party for me. At the end of the day, when we go out there, we're Ghanaians, and people respect our president a lot. People talk really good about him and what he represents in Africa and in Ghana. And I think for me, when I'm outside, I'm very proud to be associated with him. Yeah. So I think for that, I have a lot of respect for him for that. And it shows, other side of him as well, because sometimes we always think that maybe our leaders are just round the table doing, but it showed the soft side of him as well. He's watching football. He was happy.
He was very excited. Yeah. You watched the video of him speaking to Otuado.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should see that one. I think I posted. Did I post that one? No, I didn't post.
Oh, okay. I
posted it. And he called Otuado sir.
Oh, see the humility. I know, you see the humility in that,
and you could tell he was just humbled.
Yes.
By the win. Yes. On his birthday. Oh. It was a climax of his birthday. Who was your man of the match yesterday?
I think everybody loves Pate, but I think our goalkeeper did well.
Wallacott.
Yes. Yeah, and he's easy to look at as well.
Oh my God, you're just a girl, aren't you? I'm sure you'll be saying same about Kofi Chire.
Ghana team final.
So Pate was your man of the match.
Yeah.
Between him and Wallacott, the goalkeeper.
I would say go for Pate. Yeah.
Because he scored the goal.
Yeah. And he also, he showed leadership, I believe in that as well. Yes.
The captain of the Let's go back and talk about Glitz magazine. Yes. I remember 10 years ago when I was presenting the Divas show, and Sandra and Kobia called and said, oh, Nana, I have this friend who has a magazine.
Yeah.
She wants a spot.
Yeah.
little did we know that Glitz magazine was going to blossom into something as huge as this. But you saw the prospects then, didn't you?
I did very, very well. I mean, all my research was positive, even though I was getting feedback from people saying that, Claudia, I mean, this won't work. Ghanaians don't read. People generally don't read. Magazine, fashion magazine, beauty magazine, lifestyle magazine, please. But sometimes I say to myself that I'm quite stubborn. You know, when people, I need to prove it to myself that it wasn't going to work. And I felt like there were Ghanaians who were ready for something like that. And I really genuinely believe in us telling our story in a very tasteful manner. And I felt like we didn't have platforms that was doing that was really telling stories in a very tasteful manner. So I genuinely believe in that. And I felt like we deserve that, to tell good stories, to inspire people. And I didn't feel we had anything like that. So yes, yeah.
So you started it 10 years ago with how many people on your side?
For my team, it was just me, my assistant, and one graphic guy. And we're patching in someone's office.
Yeah?
Yes.
Where
it was actually patching in my husband's office, Adam's office in Osu.
Were you dating at the time?
No, we weren't. We were married at the time.
Oh, you were married?
Yes.
Before you moved back?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Okay.
And so we were in some small corner like that in his office, and sometimes,
how did he feel about it? About
you have no choice.
Yeah.
You really have a choice? I don't think he had a choice. And then sometimes I'll just in my car with my graphic designer, we'll go through the magazine, everything in my car, and then we'll go home to my house. He'll come to my house, and then we'll sleep. Sometimes let him sleep in the guest house. And so getting off the first one because I wanted us to start before I even think about bringing a team on board and see how it will go first. Right. Yeah, but that's goes to show that you don't need a full...
who made the front page?
It was John
cover.
Dumelo.
I mean the cover.
John Dumelo was my first cover.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You know, it hurts me so much. For John alone, I wanted to see him walk to Lagos carrying whatever he wanted to carry.
John, bless him.
It hurts me that didn't happen. But of course, I'm happy we won.
He said he would walk to Lagos.
But for that alone, I really wanted him to walk anyway. So he was your first guy, first
he
cover.
Was the first cover, yes.
And do you remember how it went, the sales of it?
Yeah, promotion? Yes, it did well because John was like, I would say the Brad Pitt at the time, you know. And when I called him, because I'd just come to Ghana, he didn't know me and nothing, and I had, you know, the magazine is not out. So I called him, I remember very well, and I said, I just got your number from a friend. I'm coming up with the magazine. And was it even Sandra? It could have been Sandra as well, I think between Sandra and So I called him and I said, I really respect the work that you do, and I'm coming up with this. Can we meet? And he said, yeah, let's meet today. And it was, you know, John was very graceful about it. We did the photo shoot. He loved it. He worked with us very well. And we launched it. And he was at the launch as well.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
And how was patronage like?
It was very well received. Nana, like in the morning, I was shaking. I'd put in so much money into this, and, you know, was just trusting my instincts with this. I was very shaken. I wasn't even sure if the people we've invited will come to the launch at Golden Tulip. And then I was getting ready, and my team, and they were calling my sister, Claudia, you better start coming. A lot of people are here. Right. So what? A lot of people are there? She said, yes, so better start coming. I was shaking. And when I got there, it was so beautiful. People were standing when they saw it, and KKD was there. He picked up the mic and said, I was giving the magazine even free to everybody. I was so overwhelmed with how it was received. And he stopped and said, no, he got up and said, no, Ghanaians, everybody, let's support our little sister. I remember that very well. And still people took the magazine and bought it. Yeah. So I was like, wow. And it gave me a lot of pressure as well, because then I didn't want to let people down. Because if this is, you know, if this is well received, Claudia, you cannot let anybody down. And I think from that day, if I'm not sleeping well, it was because of that, because I didn't want to let people down. Yeah.
And you've done it consistently for 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Is it a yearly magazine, quarterly?
It's quarterly, so it comes out 4 times in a year.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
And so how have you managed to keep up?
It's not been easy. I mean, with every entrepreneur, like the same struggle that we all go through, setting up a business, finding the financing, the team to work with. So it's been really hard, and it is really hard. And for a magazine as well, the advertising, I mean, Ghanaians or businesses were used to the traditional way of advertising, which is radio and newspaper and TV. And to bring in a magazine and say, hey, you know, do this every 3 months was a big challenge. But I think what I was doing is to make sure that it's consistent. You know, so even if we didn't have enough advert, I will add money, I'll make sure we go to print. And when they started seeing that was consistent, then we started having clients coming on board. And it's been like that. And also the stories that we're telling, because we were having people that will come, and then, you know, we're in the industry, you know, you have maybe somebody come up with a music or movie, oh, can I be on the cover? Right. It's not like that for me. And I stuck with what I believed in, because I was like, the purpose of the magazine was very clear to me. It's here to be, you know, a reputable brand, you know, inspirational. I want people, anybody from a CEO to a young girl in Legon or tech, to pick it and be proud of it. And I wanted to be very selective with who I put on the cover. Right. And it's been good, because now we struggle. It's actually to say, tell somebody that we want to put on the cover, and they'll say no, because they respect the platform and they know we'll tell their story very well. Right. So that has taken a lot of years to build that, and you will lose money for not doing that.
Have
because
I been on the cover?
Yes, madam, you have been. Yes, please.
Really?
Yep, girl.
When?
Nana bakoshe covers me. Oh, so papa.
Wow. Anyway.
Oh, banana, yeah, another one.
Oh. Okay. Then that means never again.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yes, again.
I don't know why you're so fixated with this baby.
Somebody's all back on mommy. Mommy, please, I've had 3. You have 1.
But it's not a race, though.
It's not. But when you know, you're so beautiful.
It's not
Your
like
son
trophies,
is.
where Nigeria has less than Ghana. I just had to throw that in. Anyway, but yeah. So how many have you put on the market so far? How many issues?
28 issues.
Wow.
Yeah, 28. Yeah. So we've been consistent, and then also now we have our digital covers as well that we're doing every month, and then we also have a real estate magazine now that I've launched, which is Glitz Africa Living. So it's an industry that I really believe in, is really growing, and I want us to, you know, be part of that journey. Right. So yes.
And so 28 issues.
Yeah.
And the sales have been consistent. Are there times where it plummets, then it goes up?
Yes.
Which particular seasons do you see a good fortune?
I think during summertime, a lot of people travel out of the country. December does really well because there are a lot of people coming into Ghana. Okay. And also because one thing I found out, even when you go to our website, a lot of people that want to find out about Ghana or Africa go to Glitz Africa website. Oh, so when people want to connect with like premium lifestyle, what is happening in Ghana, people tend to, you know, they love the Glitz platforms that we have. Right. So every time that is like beginning, ending of the year, early part of the year, our New Year issue really does well. Right. Sometimes not so great, maybe summertime. So I also make sure that time whoever we put on the cover is somebody that people can relate to. Right. Because that's the thing, you know, Ghana or Africa, we haven't gotten to that point where people, no matter who you put on the cover, they will grab, you know, the copy. And you know, magazine is very capital intensive.
I can imagine someone like, well, I just have a bias for her.
Yeah.
And so no one should take offense. But I can imagine someone like a Jackie Appiah will sell.
Oh yes. Jackie has actually been on our cover like 3 times. Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
yes.
It's a good.
Yes. Yes.
Bargain.
Yes.
Great
yeah.
bargain, not actually just
yes.
Yeah.
And it did very well. And it's one of my favorite covers is one that we did, the last one with Jackie. It was really beautiful. It was different because from what people have seen, you know, normally see here. Yeah. So it was different.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And then came the digital boom. Yeah. How did it impact the magazine?
Yeah, it did, because that's the reason why we even have digital covers. But I always say I'm technology impaired. I'm not really a social media person, but I understand the impact of digital and on a brand like us, because when I started even all our events, I was using digital to really put Glitz out there, because I didn't have the funding to do all the big, you know, campaign and everything. So I relied heavily on social media and digital. And also Glitz is an aspirational brand for a lot of young young people, and that's where they are. So even when I put in Nanaba, I want the people that follow you to see it and want to see your journey, because they see you doing well, but they don't know what you've been to the last 15, 20 years to be sitting where you are. And that's where my interest is that story, that journey that I want people to understand. So it's for, you know, we are celebrating people who are doing very well, but I want it to connect to younger people, so they want to pick it and want to be inspired by it, because you know, that's it. If we don't have people to look up to and people who are saying that, you know what, it's possible, I can do this. So that's what I
do you have an issue where people just thought, this person is not working, people didn't buy the magazine?
We've had issues that didn't do so well, but sometimes we assess it. We're not too sure if maybe it was the personality or maybe it's the creative idea of the cover itself. So I'm not somebody who really like always land things on maybe the person or whatever. I'm always like, let's assess this. And for me, even if the magazine does well, I still want us to assess it and see how we can be better, because I think all the people that's been with them steady Glitz journey, every issue people say, oh, it's better, because I really push us. I always believe that we can do even better. So
I think I remember now.
Yeah.
You put us through a lot of work.
Yeah. Tucking it in a dress.
Yeah.
Like.
I now remember at college.
Yes.
I now remember. I had to think when was this year, but I now remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yes, it is. You know, you've actually been there. You've been on 2 covers.
Really?
Yeah. Because the first one was with you and Nadia Buhari, and was 3 of you.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. You see, that was the earlier part. I think that was our 3rd issue or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And I thought I'd just been there once. I remember the one with Anita's kid.
Yes.
Anita was so comfortable. I didn't understand. I mean, Anita, how? How are you so comfortable taking pictures? Wearing these things and taking pictures? I just couldn't. I think it's the reason I just don't like taking pictures. I just don't. It's too much work.
Yeah.
Too much work. Anyway,
know.
but again, congratulations. 10 years is a big deal.
Thank you,
really,
darling.
I mean, even a year, we bask in so much glory.
Thank you.
10 is a big deal.
Thank you.
Now, so you were gainfully employed in the UK, and then you decided that I am moving to Ghana.
Yeah.
Did you come to Ghana because of a man, or you came to chase these dreams?
No, I mean, I would move to Ghana because of a man, even though
Really?
even though my heart is as pink as, you know, I always said I'm a very strong woman, but I'm still a girl inside. But then that aside, I knew I'll always come back to Ghana. And even when I was in banking in London, I wanted to get the experience. When I come to Ghana, I'll be able to get a good job in a bank. So starting a magazine wasn't the plan. So I moved back to Ghana when I got married, and I wanted to start a family. And I also knew I didn't want to have my kids raise my kids in London. Even though I had them there, I knew I wouldn't want to raise them there, and it would be Ghana.
Why?
So Nanaba, it's just the feeling of, and I know everybody that probably has lived abroad or London or maybe have children, I didn't want that fear of not, you know, of a mother having raised teenage kids, and that fear of not knowing if your son is going to walk through that door, you know, teenage kids. I mean, there's so much that happens there with knife crimes, gangs. It's just too much. And I love what I have as, you know, being brought up in Ghana, in Kumasi, in KNUST. I have my friends. I wanted my kids to have that. You know, even if you live abroad, you still connect to your friends that were in Ghana, and this is beautiful, you know. And I see the difference between those of us when we're in London, those who were just being in London, born and never been to Ghana, and those of us who grew up here and we're there now, how we were. And I didn't want my kids to miss out on that growing up thing. So I knew I was going to move back to Ghana at some point, and then I moved back and worked in the bank. So it was when I was in the bank that I started.
Which bank?
Stanbic Bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
you started working
Yeah,
there.
Stanbic Bank head office, customer relation. I was doing that for about a year. And then when I was there, I was pregnant when I was there having kids. And I knew, before I never thought I could be an entrepreneur, honestly. I always used to, I mean, I'm supposed to be in banking. But I think when I came in, I had that aha moment, really. I was always looking for magazines, and I'd always loved magazines when I was abroad. And I felt we didn't have that. So I was one of of those people that say, oh, can you bring me Cosmo? Can you bring me OK? And I was like,
I remember Ebony.
Yeah. And where were our version of it? I mean, there were magazines around, but they were not lifestyle magazine. They were mainly like weddings, the funerals. And I felt, okay, when we want to relax after a hard work, a hard day, you want to relax with a real lifestyle, something simple and easy. And I did my research into it, schooled myself, and then just decided to go with it and see how it goes.
Yeah, so you took a big risk.
Oh, yes.
Did you quit?
Yes, I did.
Immediately?
Yeah, I did. But it took me about a year and a half before I decided to leave the bank, because I'm also somebody that when I'm doing something, I put in 110%, if not more. So when I did decide that I wanted to do the magazine, it was just not, mentally it wasn't right for me to be in the bank, because I knew I wouldn't be able to give more than 100%. So I resigned, Yeah.
And you've never looked back?
Oh, no. I mean,
what did your husband make of that decision to quit?
I think Adam was okay with it, because number one, I'm an Ashanti woman, very strong, and when I decide to do something, but I think when I shared with him, he was a little worried, because I had just come to Ghana. He wasn't sure if, his worry was more to do with the business side. That, hey, would people advertise in the magazine and all of that? And I said, well, leave that to me. I mean, I'm going to knock every door, and I'm going to do pitches, and I'm going to make them see the relevance of advertising in the magazine. So you get the no, but eventually it started turning around and building relationship with people and businesses. So, yeah.
Yeah. And 10 years on, here you are.
Yeah.
Still Claudia Lumor.
Yes.
With the panache. But with more. And you have an economics background,
yes,
right?
Economics and law. Yeah.
Economics and law.
Yeah.
How has this helped you in managing the magazine?
Yeah, it has a lot. And also even with my finance background, working in a bank in London for almost 5 years. So it definitely, has an impact on what I've done. But also I'm a believer on having authority in the space that you are. So even though I came to publishing, I'm not a journalist, I'm not anything. I have a team that works with me. But just being a publisher, I wanted to have a bit more knowledge about that. I went to Yale to do a course on publishing. And so I've done different courses around that as well, but definitely, being in the banking and being economics, student and, scholar, if you want to say that, has really helped me as well. Okay.
And also, look at that on TV. The Black Stars went to see the president.
Yes. Black Stars final.
Oh, gosh. Claudia, can you stop it? Just stop it. Adam, are you listening to your wife? Anyway, so we're talking about your educational background.
Yes.
How many people are in your team at the moment? How many people do you employ?
We have, I have permanent staff, and then I have a lot of freelancers. Okay. So permanent, we have about 14, 15 of us. Yeah, and then we have national service, and then also, but we have a lot of freelancers. For the magazine, people are proofreaders, people who are editors, But then on our event platforms, oh God, when we're doing events, for instance, like Fashion Week, we hire over 100 producers. So we have a lot of different producers that we work with.
Okay, let's move on from the magazine now to the event.
The Ghana Women of the Year.
Yes. Let's start
Week.
With the
Fashion Week.
The Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Right. Where did that idea come from?
Yeah, I think beginning when I started, I was working with a lot of designers. I would go to them. Well, not a lot of them were around 10 years ago. Okay. So the few that I'll go to, I will sketch something with them, and I was building relationship with them, and I saw the talent. And then I also saw that some of them were struggling with the business side as well, even how to brand their company. So I was giving them all of these advices, and I was using my own money to take designers to different shows in South Africa. I took designers, models, and all of that to South Africa, other countries, to go and see fashion platforms. So at some point I was like, Claudia, like how long am I going to be able to use my little funding to be doing this? And also you won't be able to take everybody abroad to experience this. So why don't we create our own platform and get the world to come and see the talent we have here? And also through that build workshops and training programs for them. So that's why the Fashion Week platform started. And it's a week of huge impact. And in the last 8 years, I've seen the impact on the Ghana fashion industry.
I've attended twice.
Oh, it's for me,
it was surreal.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
It was surreal for me. I love the fact that Well, so I don't quite remember the first one. I don't remember the experience. But I remember the last one that I attended.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you don't use MCs. Because I don't like fashion shows with MCs because I feel it takes so much away from it. The models just catwalk and let's enjoy music and the beautiful legs.
Because it's a business platform, you know, and I think it's a journey I've taken a lot of people who are in the industry on. When I started, they didn't understand it. And people kept telling me that, Claudia, you need to bring a lot of music because we like music. But what I was saying is a music platform is a music platform. This is a business platform. The runway is a business platform. So I want people to come. The entertainment are the clothes. And the people there are buyers. So I don't want to mix that. You know, it's nice maybe after the show, at the end, you do a party for them. That's different. But I didn't want to mix that, you know, and take out of. So it's excellent what you said, and it's real proper business platform. And we do a lot of master classes. I've had great partnership with International Trade Center, bringing people in to talk to them about export, about trade, and you know, taking people on internship abroad, masterclass. So we've done a lot in the space, and now it really humbles me to see the impact of the platform on designers and how they've really turned their businesses around.
Yeah, so it's become a very competitive market.
Yes. When you have doctors and engineers and people becoming designers and nurses, then you know something is happening in that industry.
We're always wearing clothes, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're right. We've seen some very great designs on that platform. Kudos to you and to the designers themselves.
Thank you.
And so you've done the fashion event for how long?
8 years. Fashion Week 8 years, yeah. Starr Awards for 6 years and Ghana Women of the Year Honors and She Summit for 5 years.
Style Awards.
Yeah.
What's Style Awards?
Yeah.
Do you know I've never understood the concept
of
of
Style Awards? Yeah.
I mean, every time I get an invitation for your Style Awards, I just look at it and say, you know what, forget, I'm not going. I've never attended any.
Style Awards,
I have never, because I don't understand. What's
So
that?
Style Awards came from the back of Fashion Week.
Okay.
When we were doing Fashion Week, the first time I honored Kofi Ansa. So for the work that he's done and the impact he's had on the industry, and I did a full documentary about his life, and Kofi was like really humbled by that, and he was like, Claudia, you've honored me, fantastic, a lot of people, but also look at the younger ones that are coming. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, so then maybe I need to create a different platform that tells stories of other designers who are doing well in the industry. So I believe in the society that, Nana, if we're not seeing how well people are doing in an area that we want to be in, what pushes you to do
so the
well?
awards is for basically designers.
For designers, so it's for it's a fashion and beauty design people, entrepreneurs. So it's more design of the year, beauty entrepreneur of the year. So it's a fashion and beauty industry night. But because all of you are part of it, because you buy from them, so you're part of growing their business. So that's why we bring media people like yourself
that's
too.
That's the part that
you are trying to say, why are they inviting me to fashion awards?
Precisely,
yes,
because I'm wondering,
but yes.
What am I going to do there? I don't get it. I never got the connection.
It's by invitation. So I'm very selective. You know, I sit with my team and we make sure that we bring the right people there, because I want to make sure that the designers also appreciate the people that are there.
Stop inviting me.
No, you over bapa only buy. Next time the car, baby,
I never got it.
Now you understand. So now when you're coming, you know you're coming to support the designers that are making the beautiful dresses for you. You know, you're always in all this beautiful Yatel, entire Maui, you know, Sewa, so they're all doing clothes, madam. So now you understand.
Even Sewa has her own brand.
Yeah, corporate brand, and that's doing very well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so she was on that one.
Yes,
the fashion.
Yes,
event.
she was. Yeah.
Yes.
I was very proud of her, you know, coming from, you know, media and what she's doing. So when I saw that she was applying and she was doing clothes for corporate women, it suited what she does as well. So
anyway, so that's enough with the Style Awards, and then you have the woman
Ghana Women of the Year honors, and She Summit.
That I
yes
the Women of the Year, that I understand. That's what I understand. But how long have you had that as well?
6 years. 6 years we've been celebrating Ghanaian women, and with the She Summit as well. And I think
I'll tell you one woman you celebrated that I was so happy about, Emma Morrison.
Oh yeah.
I feel this country hasn't celebrated Emma enough, because they have, you know, Emma is the type who will not talk, but they have no idea the impact Emma has made. You know, throughout my career, I was always supported by men. Every single step of the way, it was a man who helped me. Then I met Emma Morrison because I had met women who were very intolerant. I don't know what they saw. I think it's the spirit that just didn't clash. But women were always hesitant to help me. So it was always a man, from Charlie Sam to Mr. Benogbo to Osebwache, Robert Chere, Gabriel. So it was always men. Then came Emma Morrison. When I met Emma Morrison, look, this woman didn't care who was a threat to her. I don't think she even recognizes threats. But she was willing, and it wasn't just me, but she gave every single woman in that newsroom an opportunity, and she was there. She's giving you feedback. Her feedback can be harsh, but she has a beautiful smile to it. A very beautiful smile to the feedback, and you will love it. You mean you can cry. But Emma, I was so happy when you honored her, because I felt that the country hadn't treated her well. You know, because, and she also opened doors. You know, she gave young women the opportunity. Okay, I can do it. It's not just GBC, but you can try it elsewhere. You know, so I was so happy about that. I mean, that night when you awarded her, I was besides myself with joy. I was happy.
Definitely, 100%. And I think that's Ghana Women of the Year is one of the platforms that's so close to my heart, you know, as a woman, because I always say that, and I've become stronger as a woman when I moved, the 10 years I've been back home, because I've had opportunity to meet really amazing women in the country. And I always say that, you know, you meet young people and they're quick to say Oprah and all of that. And I said, you know what, we have our own Oprahs, more than our Oprahs in here. And maybe is it because we are not telling their story that much? So, and that's why I'm so particular about the stories that we take, the video and everything. Oh God, yes.
Emma is my
and we have so many of these amazing women. I mean, through this platform, we discovered, you know, women who are doctor, big surgeons, and they're even in Kumasi, you know. I mean, like, I was like, wow, like, you do cancer surgery in, you know, and there's so many women doing amazing things in our country, and they are not that. And I always say that Ghana Women of the Year is not social media. These are the people that are not even on the social media. We don't know them, and that's a story that we passionately want to tell. And every time we've had, even men at the event said that they will not go the same way, you know, not be the same after the, you know, the platform. You're like, we need to tell our own stories, and I always say that it's beautiful to have, you know, be inspired by the Michelle Obamas and the people of this world, but then you cannot connect the experience and the challenges they've had. It's not the same as me connecting to a woman that, you know, started something here. So,
And you've had that for 6
years, yes. 6 years,
Wow.
with She Summit.
Have you had this year's edition?
No, it's going to be in June.
Oh, why June?
Yeah.
Because it's your birth month.
No. Oh, yeah, no. Never even thought about it. Because it used to be first week in April to sort of end International Women's Month. But then COVID time, it went into September because we pushed towards the end. So we're trying, our board advised us that we shouldn't bring it so quickly back to April. So we should just bring it back gradually. So we bring it 2 months, you know, back to June, and then hopefully next year we can go back to April.
Okay, so it will be happening this June.
Yeah, because we didn't want it to be like May, because May is all about mothers, and Ghana Women of the Year is not about mothers, it's about women, you know, women who might not be mothers. So I didn't want it to mix the communication around it. Yeah.
No, June is a good month.
Yeah.
To have it.
We're both June borns.
I know. I know. We're just a day or so apart.
Yeah, I'm 17th and you are, so the week, 2 days apart. Yeah. One day we should do a joint party.
I know, right? So we're a Gemini.
Yes.
Nice. No wonder. No wonder you are so lucky.
Personality.
Yeah, I know. You have that.
I thought that.
You have it. I have it too.
Yes,
but I have a way of controlling it. I always know when the other side is coming.
Yes, you always have that feeling. Yes. Now, you don't want to see this, Claudia. You don't want to see this. This is Claudia. Just stay with this one you're looking right now.
Anyway, so the Glitz Women of the Year Award is honest.
Yeah, Ghana Women of the Year honest. Yeah,
it's happening this year.
Yeah, this year in June.
In June. Yes, and so you are ready for it.
Yes, we're working towards that. So we'll send communication very soon.
So how do you nominate the women?
So we have a nomination board. So very reputable board. So people send in why somebody is a Woman of the Year.
Right.
So once they send that, the board go through the selection process, and most of the time, sometimes like 2 days or 3 days, they had to go through that, because it's a matter of, you know, who this year, because we also have a number that we want to be able to celebrate great way. I don't want it to be like a mass, so we're very careful with, who. And these are women from different industries as well. So it could be engineering, political, entrepreneurship, leadership, corporate, and all of that. So that's what you do.
Can I nominate you?
I always have that. I actually had a woman who called me and said, Claudia, all you're doing is celebrating women. Who is going to celebrate Claudia? But that's why I'm here. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You've done more than enough bringing me here, and then women and other young people that look up to me hearing the story. So you've done more than enough than nominating me.
Don't worry, I'll organize one for you myself. Honoring the woman behind the honest. We'll find a name for it. Okay, and the She Summit as well. You've done it this year?
No, we do it alongside Ghana Women of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have and the beautiful thing, what we're doing this year is to do a tour, because we always do it in Accra, where we bring all female CEOs together for breakfast meeting and different engagements among themselves. And then the second day we do a mentorship program. But this year, and we always had like, oh, why don't you come to Takrade, Kumasi, all of that.
Sure.
And it's not easy, as you know, producing events and doing all of that. So this year we're going to go around. So we're doing Ashanti region, we're going to do Central, and then we're doing the North before June. So that's
So the climax is in Accra.
In Accra, in June.
So no She Summit in Accra this year.
We will have She Summit in Accra as well, like a day or two before the awards. But we will have the regional ones before that one. So
I think last year you tried to reach me to do something.
Yes. And this year I'm going to do it again.
Can't you see that I run away from these things?
Yes, but do you know what? Because I always have even a lot of CEOs, female CEOs, that Ghanaians, our character is more to be behind, and I'm the same. I'm always like don't want to be in front of camera. But I think the beautiful thing is, and how we have to see it is, we want people to listen to your story. Because
there's no story.
Madam,
to
be in this media circle, the ups and downs and everything you've
that's no story, really.
Madam, there's more than a story.
Yeah?
You are still standing.
You are going to
You
write
are still
my story.
standing. Yes. You are still standing,
Claudia,
and very gracefully.
You want to add comedy to
with Brofwakis here. Everything.
You want to add comedy to the potpourri of your achievements.
No.
Claudia the comedian.
No.
Anyway, so you're doing the She Summit this year as well.
Yes.
Okay, but touring Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, the rest
Some
of the
region,
country, and then it culminates in the main event in Accra before the honors itself.
Yes.
I mean, you've done well. And in all of this, you've had 3 kids.
Yes.
How did you juggle?
I know, right? I know. It's never easy, and there's a whole statistics around it that if there were like 10 million women who are entrepreneurs, about just 1% of them are mothers, because, building a business and too much pressure. But I count myself as a blessing that I've been able to do all of that. But then again, it's very clear as well, you can't do everything by yourself. And I always say that I'm not here to be mother of the year. I just want to be present when I'm with my kids. And I have good people around me, my family, they all support us. I think that's one thing that Ghana we have. Our culture and our family system is so strong that if I call my mom and say, Mommy, I need to leave to Lagos right now, she'll be on the next, whether it's VIP or flight from Kumasi here to support. Mom is in Kumasi. Yeah, she lives in Kumasi. So it's something that we are very blessed to have that, and that's part of the reason why I said I wanted to raise my kids here, because of that family system and support.
Your mom is always there.
Yes, that we can't have that in the UK.
You can actually leave your kids with your neighbor here.
Yes, and it's safe as well. It's safe. Ghana is very safe for children and the relationship they have with other kids. So it's never been easy. But I always say that I'm not a woman that puts a lot of pressure on myself. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to be mother of the year. I just want to make sure that I'm present. And with that mindset, it's helped me to do what I'm doing, because the best legacy I can leave for my children is to make sure that mommy the little that I was doing, at least I did well. Yeah. So they will be proud of it.
You have 2 boys?
2 boys and a girl.
Oh, is the girl like you?
Me.
Yeah, is she the younger?
No, she's in the middle.
Right.
Aram is so eloquent. Hey, you need to meet her. Like sometimes she'll use some words, and I'm like, hey.
How old is she?
She's only 9.
Oh, bless her.
And I'm like, hey, I never use these words, and you're only 9. Like, She's very eloquent. Yeah, she's very eloquent. And she's in the middle of boys. So she's madame.
How's that going?
She's a little madame. Yeah. She makes you, and sometimes, the boys. Mommy, sort the boys out.
Oh my God.
Yes, and like she says it with a lot of authority. She's madame.
Yeah.
And she loves to like read. Sometimes, when you're looking for it and you can't find it, she has a little corner that she'll be there crossing her leg and she's reading.
Lovely.
That's why I say, oh my God,
and then you have 2 boys.
2 boys, 11 years. And my son is my oldest is 11 years, and then Aram is 9, the girl, and then the last one is 6 years old boy. My boyfriend. He's my lover.
Why? What, is he more like your husband?
No, nothing like it. EJ is more like me. He's a male version of me.
Yeah?
He's very sweet, very loving and everything, but he's also like, kind of simple, like
bubbly.
Naughty kakra, so and I like that. And he's very, at 6 years, like EJ will be the one you walk in and say, "Oh, mommy, I love your hair," and he can see even if you change your nail polish. At 6 years,
he observes.
Yes, he will tell you that. Oh, mommy, you changed this color.
Are you saying your husband doesn't observe when you change your nail?
Oh, I mean, Adam is very conservative. He's very laid back. He's very conservative, and I mean, for Ashanti,
he's almost unnoticeable.
Yes, he's very, and I think my first son is more like him, but you cannot miss EJ in a crowd. EJ, you cannot miss him.
And your husband is Ever?
Yes.
Okay. So an Ashanti woman married to an how's that? Must be nice.
I always say that I think it's a good combination.
Because people try to pitch Ashantis against Evers. The other way around. It makes no sense. They get on really well. They get on really well.
I think their characters sort of work well because Ashantis, women, I mean, we tend to be, very strong. I mean, you're also so, so I believe, and we're very entrepreneurial, and I think it works very well. It works very well because, I'm a go-getter. I'm out there, and he's the opposite of me, and so I think it works really well. Yeah.
And do you speak any word in Ever? You don't?
No.
How long have you been married? No, thank you. Akpemelio.
Now, I'm
an Ever. My mom is Ever.
Really?
See, you don't know me at all.
Oh my God, I never knew.
Yeah, my mom is Ever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's Akpemelio. No, thank you. Yeah.
Akpe.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how long have you been married?
11 years.
11.
Actually.
Adam has failed. You can't speak a word of it. I mean, the only thing you can say is Akpe. So what language do you two speak? English?
Yeah, English, most of the time in Tree.
Oh, he speaks Tree.
Yeah, he was born and raised in Kumasi.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
He speaks even better in Tree than me.
Oh, right. So that's where you met. You met in Kumasi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Your kids, do they speak any Ever?
Oh, no.
Tree?
Kakra.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're here. They'll pick it up.
Oh, yes. I really believe in that. Yes. Yeah. So they, sometimes they get confused because I had all of them in London. So sometimes they come to me and say, "Mommy, are we British or we are Ghanaians?"
Tell them. This is what you tell them. You are Ghanaians, but don't abandon your red book.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you tell them.
Yes.
Because you will need it. As much as you need the Ghana passport. Yeah, it's important. Anyway, so how supportive is your husband in all of this?
Oh, he is. Yes, Adam is. And if you with the work that I do, I mean, I travel a lot, I engage a lot, and to be able to know that the kids are okay, at home, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, he's been very supportive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one thing that I want to find out from you, I mean, you talk about how strong you are.
Yeah.
And I have monitored you for a while. I mean, I don't think you and I get together often. I mean, it's just in recent times that she's been cheating on her hairstylist. So I keep running into her at 2 different places. I think we both cheat.
We're both cheating on our hairstylist.
We're both cheating on our hairstylist. So in the last couple of months, we've run into each other, quite often. But one thing I've noticed about you is your free spirit.
Yeah.
I think it comes back to you being a Gemini, but I'm sure you have a very dark side too.
Yeah.
But it's your free spirit and your
Yeah.
smile.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you never lose your smile.
Yeah.
What makes you angry?
Anger.
Incompetence?
Yes, it's part of that. And I think when
Have you
I'm
noticed any incompetence in this administration, in this government?
in this government.
I put you on the spot. Don't mind me. So you,
No, but what makes me
angry?
Angry. I think you put you're right bang on that one, because it comes across when I'm working, when I'm producing, because I am such a perfectionist, and I'm always like questioning myself, what is going wrong,
Right.
and I am the last person to leave a set. I am the person that will be with the carpenters and doing all the hard work, and I don't like it when people are not proactive, when they are not, so I'm always like, I'm a little bit of an annoying when you're working around.
Would you say you are
because
intolerant when you're working in the field of work?
Well, I won't say that, or maybe a bit of that, to be honest with you. Yeah. Because I've had to sack people on location, and I'm saying, you're leaving now, like leave the set right now.
Me.
Yeah, because
I'll do that.
The work has to happen, and I don't like people that you're not contributing, and you're I always say that when people pay us to do a job, we're there to work, and I'm an action person. I execute, and if you can't be on that train, then you better get out of the train.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Get on or go back.
Oh God, yes, yeah, sharp. Like, we're not here playing. So
Right.
it's either you're on this train or you're coming out of the train.
Okay.
Yeah, now.
I'd have to take you back because I want to pick your thoughts on a few policies, and I'll come back to your life.
Okay.
Not policies per se. We've talked about e-levy already.
Yeah.
You think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But we need more education, more sensitization.
Yes.
About e-levy.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
You also believe in taxes. Yeah. That we should pay taxes.
Yeah.
Do you think that governments, and I'm not talking about this particular one, successive governments have given Ghanaians a reason to keep paying taxes?
I think it's yes and no, because taxes is what will goes into the street lights. That's what's going into, like, the amenities.
Street lights that are always being stolen. Have you monitored what happens on the Tema motorway? I mean, you see the street lights come up, and in 4 days they're off.
They're all off. What a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame. What a shame that, when leaders or people are trying to build something and the same Ghanaians are trying to, bring it down. Well, that's a shame. But what I will say is I'm a firm believer in taxes, and I believe that whether it's been, the government owe it to us since we're paying, because I'm a young business and I know the taxes I'm paying, and it's painful when you're paying it, but you have to pay
it as well. It's even more painful when you know that it's just a small number of people who are paying the taxes.
Yes.
A majority of the people are not paying taxes.
Are not paying
in
taxes,
the informal sector especially.
Yes.
Right.
I think that's the big tax for, our leaders, to make sure they're bringing in innovative ways to make sure that at least that side of people are being taxed. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't, taxes are good when it's being used for what it's supposed to be used for.
Absolutely.
And people understand it when they're paying for it. But I think, Ghana has developed so much, Nana. I mean, 10 years and up till now that we've all been, I have been in Ghana, we've seen things change, systems are working. Because before 10 years when I was starting a business, and even to go and get, like, everything was paper. Like, if the person is not on your desk, like, you can't. Now you can Google and get information, things are online. So I think the digital way of things are working, system are working, and now we have a Ghana card.
So you believe
and
in
I believe
digitalization?
In this. Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
For somebody that have lived, abroad, that it makes things easy.
I hope Dr. Bawumia listens to this. He'll be excited.
No, but I think these are things that they are good for nation building. Yeah, I'm sure it's hard because when people don't understand everything, but in the long run it will work, because if I have my when you have, like, you've lived elsewhere and you have your national number, that's all you need. When you go to your NHS number, you go to hospital, you go everywhere, is you have an identity as the citizen. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things they could do, and to make sure that every Ghanaian, every child, every old woman, no matter where they are, have an identity opportunity as a Ghanaian. So I believe in that, and hopefully, we support them to do what they are doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
but do you think that successive governments have been accountable to Ghanaians?
I would say yes and no, because there's no perfect government, you see, and they all come in and do the best that they can do. But I mean, as a Ghanaian, I always feel like we're being shortchanged somehow, because, I mean, well, as somebody say, I've never been a president before, I've never been, so I'm not going to, I don't know how they rule, but I will say, we see the good, and then we see, some of the bad as well. And it's not easy, but then we need to also make sure that we're telling them the things that are not working. And the media is also doing that work very well. That, we clap for them, but we also make sure that the things that are not working, we are also making sure that we're pushing that out there.
You sound so political.
I do?
Yeah, you sound. You sound so political.
Yeah.
You sound so political.
I'm a realist. I'm a realist. So, I like to.
You sound like somebody. You sound like somebody rehearsing to become a politician. Is it on your mind?
No, I believe in women leadership. 100%. I believe in women leadership. I believe in affirmative action. I believe that. Yes, I do.
So how do you feel that the affirmative action bill till date, after 11 years, hasn't been passed?
I'm still very hopeful, and we need to make it happen, because in cabinet
the bill went there before you started Glitz magazine.
I know.
Today Glitz magazine is a yardstick for a lot of magazines in Africa, and the bill is still there, pregnant with dust.
Yeah, I mean, it has to happen, because, one country that I always say is a good example for me is Norway and Canada. And they are really firm believers of affirmative action. They've made sure that every board has a certain number of women on there, and they've actioned it, So, I mean, even to the extent that, I mean, in Norway, like, you might even think there are more women in positions than even men. Yeah. But I think we can all take an example from some of these countries, because when women are there, things are different, and also, I'm also a believer that you're not just putting women there because they're women, but you're bringing women to the table because we deserve to be on that seat, and we're contributing and we're impacting as well. So I am hopeful that, it happens, and we make sure that through every level of leadership, corporate circles, it's not just in government. I mean, like corporate, international companies and everything.
I think you should run for office. You should run for office. You should, because you've done extensive work. Largely with women, but men have benefited, because if the woman is doing great, the men around her do better. Yeah. And so I think that it's something you should consider. If you decide to run for MP, trust me, I'll mobilize people for you myself. I will go and register in your constituency and vote for you. So you should consider it. If you're not considering it, think about it. But you've been going to Kumasi very often lately. What's taking you to Kumasi? Almost every weekend. I see your status, Claudia. I see your status. You're either at a funeral, in Mampong, or in Suta, or Forikrom, or somewhere. Always at a funeral. Never mind, you do slay at these funerals. You look good at these funerals.
Ashanti women don't come to play.
And it's not just the funerals. There are other
charitable work.
Charitable works that you do in these areas as well. I won't take you on for focusing on just Kumasi, but I'm sure you have your reasons, because you come from Kumasi. So I won't take you on for that bias. Clear bias, very obvious bias. I have to restate that. It's called reiteration, to draw your mind to your bias.
I know, right?
But yes, you're undertaking a lot of projects in Kumasi, especially Oforikrom area, and I think that is remarkable.
Thank you.
Because I monitor constituencies a lot, and I see the level of engagements that MPs, even in Ghana, MPs don't even run clinics in their constituencies, which is a shame. Which is a real big shame. But you're there almost every weekend in Oforikrom. If you haven't made up your mind, I think that you should take up Oforikrom, and I will make sure that I do everything possible by bringing people together to make it happen. would be nice to have you in Parliament.
Oh.
We have too few women in Parliament. It's a shame. It's a big shame. It's a big shame on this administration, on the previous administration, that till date, they haven't been able to do anything about the affirmative action. I think it is fear. The fear of what women can do. It's just fear. And nobody can convince me otherwise that it's not fear.
Yeah, it is not.
But it will be nice to have you in Parliament, because I think when you're there, you can add on to the numbers to help push for things to happen. So if you're not considering it, please, when you go back to bed tonight,
I will surely think about it.
Think about it and make your trips to a Forikrum count.
You know, that's where I'm from.
You're from Oforikrum.
Yeah, I was brought up there, and I also went to KNUST. I was even Miss KNUST. So
You're joking.
That's one thing you didn't know about Claudia Lumor. I've been a pageant girl before. You know, when you're young. Yeah. Anyway, but that's where I'm from. Like, that's where I grew up. I grew up in Asia, in Oforikrum, and I schooled there.
Asia is in Oforikrum.
Asia is in Oforikrum, yeah. So I grew up there.
Asia is a bougie area, isn't it?
No, not really.
Is it like, there's one place in Kumasi I hear it's very bougie.
In Shayeso, Kwadaso.
It starts with a K. It's not Kwadaso. It's not Crowfloom.
No,
it
will be good, bro. I can't remember. And it's not Kwadaso. Kwadaso starts with K.
Kwadaso is where they are Greek. It's where they are Greek schools, right?
Ahonjo. It's not Ahonjo too.
It's where is Golden Tulip?
Yeah, Golden Tulip is there.
Which area is that?
Yeah, all that area is in Shayeso, Ahonjo, and all those areas. Yeah.
So Ashtown is not close.
Debbie, no.
Oh. Neither is Santasi.
Oh, Santasi is close. It's also close, but
Nancy is from.
Yeah. Oh,
Nancy is from Santasi.
Yeah. No, Santasi is also a nice area. Yeah? Yes, it's also a nice area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you should think about it, Claudia. Think about it.
For the sake of women in leadership and what I believe in, I will consider it greatly.
Since you don't want to be celebrated on a platform, because of course there's a conflict of interest. It's like blowing your own trumpet. And Woman of the Year is Claudia Lumor. That's your award, and you're awarding yourself. That would be so pathetically sad.
I know, right?
Yeah. But I think the biggest reward you can give to yourself and to the women you have inspired is to go to Parliament and make your voice count. Because talking on radio, sitting in conference rooms, at hotels, organizing pageants, events, it all counts. But the bigger one is on the floor of Parliament, where laws are made, where lobbying is done. And I think that you will be a fantastic MP.
I mean, I've done a lot of work within the UN. You know, I'm a UN Goodwill Ambassador for UNFPA, and I can appreciate where you're coming from when it comes to... Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, you gave me the best intro I've ever received in this world. But I think through the work that I've done with UNFPA in the last, 5 odd years, with children, with women, with young people, and policy making, and being in the diplomatic circle, I mean, it's taught me a lot. And I think I appreciate, everything that you're saying, and I appreciate really making sure that we have, women who are, who really understand, all of these things in leadership. And it's something that we have to encourage, whether it's me, whether it's not me, or, every all women that want to do something like that should be encouraged. So
go for it. You should go for
it.
Yeah.
No, I'll start you.
Oh, well. They say women supporting women. It's not just a hashtag. Sometimes I see the hashtags and they annoy me, because the hashtags are coming from women who never support any woman. And it's like this year's theme was breaking the bias. And I saw a lot of people tweet breaking the bias, and it just drew my attention to what some media houses do in Ghana, for instance. In some media houses, if you're not a size 8 or size 10, they won't put you on TV.
Hey, sir.
Yeah. If you're more than 10 or 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Oh, that's shameful. Really?
That's really sad, isn't it?
Wow.
You can't break a bias with that.
No.
And so it hurts me when I see people
saying
break
that,
the bias. But they're the people putting the bias together. They're strengthening the bias and not breaking it. Anyway, that was just by the way. So, Claudia, go for it. Run for office. Go to Parliament. Go to Parliament and make it work, because you have a tribe of women led by me behind you. I don't know who the MP of that area is, but if you are listening, we are coming for you. That was a joke. No, it wasn't a joke. Anyway, what are your thoughts on LGBTQ+?
Oh, wow. So, I mean, I just mentioned that, you know, I am a UN Goodwill Ambassador, and I firmly believe in human rights. I firmly believe in people feeling safe, and wherever they are, you know, people being allowed to be themselves and feeling safe, and they are not being victims, or they are not also harming other people. Human security is really important in the country, but also I'm somebody from culture. I'm also, you know, a firm believer of culture, and I'm a firm believer of, you know, way of life of people. So with these two things being said, I respect both. You know, I respect the fact that, you know, Ghana or the world, I mean, wherever their culture and their lifestyle and their way of living is, should be respected. But then also making sure that we are not victimizing people about their way of life, you know, and not everybody needs, I mean, everybody has to feel safe, you know, wherever. It's a human right. It's a right, you know, to be a human being, to be safe, to feel safe in your home, to feel safe in your, you know, society. So that's where I sit really when it comes to that issue.
Okay, cool. And what do you do to wind down?
Oh, myself. Netflix and chill.
Claudia,
I'm watching
you know I
Bridgerton.
disagree. Look, every single time that I run into Claudia at the salon, I'm going there because I need to do touch up or wash my hair or something, and then go home to sleep. Claudia, you are there styling your hair for dinner.
Okay, so I like matured entertainment.
Wait,
I have to say that. I love going out for dinner.
Why are you explaining? Wait. So, is that how you unwind?
Yes, I like great food and great wine. I'm not a party, nightclub or anything type of person. I mean, hey, I've gone through
I
all
saw
of
her
that.
recently at a Dom Perignon event.
Yes, and I like things like that. You know, it was couple of people. I think we were just like 10 of us, or maybe 12, something. Yeah,
12.
Yeah, 12. About us, you know, round
By the way,
table.
Bola was there just in case he thinks
Yes.
that I go off after work to go and drink. It was a beautiful night.
Yes. You know, I like engaging, you know, great conversation, great food, you know, wine, and it's not, people are not there to talk about other people. You know, we're there to have smart conversation, and that's who I am. I mean, I don't have time to. I always say that I don't like wasting my personal time. So I like to be at places that I feel like it makes sense. Number one, you know, and company of people that I think we can have good conversation. Either I am, you know, pouring into their life or they're pouring into my life, and you know, we're having great food and wine. That's my entertainment. So yeah, a few times I do, but most of the time I'm Netflix and chilling.
I always see you styling your
Sister.
hair for events, well dressed.
Hey.
With your, is Bottega your favorite designer?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is one of them, because you see me here. I do a lot of Bottega.
Time. Every single time. Every single time you're clutching on a Bottega. It's nice. It's beautiful. I mean, you work hard. You need to enjoy the beauties of life.
Yes,
it's important.
Yes.
And so you unwind by watching
Netflix. I'm going home now to go and watch Bridgerton, and a new series.
I'm done.
New series. You've watched the second series already?
Yeah.
Oh, you see how fast you
I
are.
used one night. I didn't sleep. I got to the office the following day. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Oh.
Yeah. So I locked my office and took a power nap.
Like, boss.
I said, hey, I need a power nap. I have to survive. Yeah, but you should definitely check it out. And then you have dinner once in a while.
Yeah.
What kind of songs do you listen to?
Oh, I like matured music.
Okay. What's matured music? Because some of the songs that I think are mature music, people tell me it's not mature music. Yeah. So
but I like
idea?
I like kind of like slow music, but I like a lot of African music as well, to be honest.
So who's your favorite?
I like Kwame Eugene.
Oh, you do.
You know, Kim Promise and Kiddies are good friends of mine, and I really, they have huge talent as well.
That bunch, they are special.
They
are
like
special.
they oh
Kwame
God,
Eugene,
Promise, yeah, they're making
Camido, Kelvin Boy.
Oh God, yes.
Mr. Drew. I love Mr. Drew because he can dance.
He can dance. I would say that as well.
I mean, how do you have such a fantastic voice
and still can dance?
Such great lyrics and still dance. I mean, I think it's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, his talent is unbelievable.
So, that could have been me, Claudia.
Hey, how? Sister, now. Nana, please, let's stick with your talent. You know, we all think that we can dance. You know, I always think I'm Beyonce in front of my mirror and under the shower. I always think I can do.
Beyonce?
Hey.
Really? Anyway, so you listen to the Kwame Eugene, Promise, Kelvin Boy.
I mean, Kelvin Boy now has the down flat, which I love. And Kim Promise still has it.
Your peer reminded you that it's your favorite song.
Because I like the song, but I didn't know the title. So when they say down flat, we say, I don't know.
Please stand by down flat for Claudia. We need to play that for her. She has to dance. You know how to do. There's something
Sister Dab.
Say why is always doing that. And I feel she's trying to tell me that
you've not been told I have two left feet.
I'm mad
Dancing is not my strength, girl.
So you listen to music.
Yes, I listen to music. I love great music, great
Daddy
words.
Lumba,
Kofi Kinata. Kofi Kinata.
It hurts me that he wasn't nominated for.
I love him.
But yeah, I love him.
And Aquabua.
Yeah. They all do great. Is that your voice?
Now names are Metonimo. Hey, someone say yours was dancing. Mine was singing. I actually thought I was going to come.
Just dancing.
Is which one?
Dancing, singing.
Hey, sir.
Writing lyrics.
Hey. I think you want to be the female version of Aquabua.
I wax lyrical. Trust me.
But I
Claudia has nothing on me.
Oh,
I have bars for days.
But I think I've seen you before that you're rapping to Sarkodie's. Yeah.
I love him to bits.
Yeah.
Everything Sark. Sometimes I don't even know the song, but once I hear,
Obede.
It is Sark, he does no wrong.
And Stone Boy.
Yeah, he's lovely.
So respectful.
Shatta Wale.
Hey, Shatta movement.
Yeah.
But I'm a Stone Boy girl. Like, oh God, yeah. You know, he's so humble and every word,
so
you know,
yeah.
Oh yeah. But I haven't really engaged with Shatta before, so yeah. Oh yes.
Stone Boy is a lovely human being.
Yes. Very respectful.
You will love him.
Yeah.
I mean, you will love all of them when you meet them. Different personalities.
Yes. They don't come with ego. I always say that. You know, I can't stand with ego and but they come pure talent and no ego.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh yes.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Sark too.
Oh yes.
Have you met Sark?
Oh yeah. He's a good friend. Yeah. I've known him for years. Yeah.
Sark is your good friend.
Yeah. I know all of them.
Sark.
Now say is he? I thought you were the manager.
Oh no, I'm not. You know that's what people think. I am not.
I read them pulling your legs.
I am not, I am not, but I will not entertain any Sark slander anywhere.
When the neighbors got your back, you better watch it.
Sark? No, you can't slander Sark. Recently, Foster, one of our colleagues, did a video that Sark wasn't at the 3 Music Awards to pick up his award.
Oh.
People are upset that Sark wasn't there. And I said, Sunday, I'm sorry for your Messina Music Awards. And people were pissed.
Hey, they were big.
Yeah. Sark to the core. Anyway.
He's a kid.
So, for you, Daddy Lumba versus Kojo, who are you choosing?
Kojo.
Why?
He does the music that really appeals to me.
So you're a romantic?
Yeah. I like to think that.
That you're romantic?
Yeah, I like to think that. But I'm selfish with my romance.
How? Adam.
No, because I like taking trips away. You know, I like, that's why I was telling you that I like mature entertainment. Right. Like for me, like when you work so hard to, a couple of months, I like to take a weekend away, just to, and so I like to think that, but that's why I said I'm selfish, because I want to go away and relax, and in that sense.
Do you go with your husband?
Yeah, sometimes, but no, but okay, that's a lie.
You don't take him, or you are truly selfish.
That's what I'm saying. That because sometimes you want,
or maybe he's busy.
want your.
I mean, Adam himself appears to be a busy man.
Yeah, but also sometimes a woman, you need to give yourself that break. Sandra will tell you, she used to laugh at me saying that, Claudia, you don't like, you like, because I used to only travel with my family.
Which Sandra?
But our friend Uncle Bia, yeah.
No, she's not Sandra. She's the UN ambassador for traveling. Sandra is a globetrotter.
Yeah.
So Sandra visits us in Ghana.
And then go back.
Then, she visits us. She comes here to say hello to us.
And go back.
Yeah.
But traveling is beautiful. I mean, it just doesn't open your eyes. It just really, it's nice to go and come back. It gives you, fresh way of thinking and everything. And I think as women, sometimes we need to gift ourselves that you're just by yourself, you're alone, maybe a little break away from work and your family and your children, boyfriend, husband, all of that is good for us. Because if you're not, it's healthy. And if you're not healthy and you're not, feeling good and great about yourself,
are you a jealous
can't
wife?
offer. Oh no, I'm not. Not at all.
You're
not at all.
Why?
No. Well, I don't have time to be jealous. I'm busy.
You're too busy to be jealous. I like that. Too busy to be jealous. That will be my caption tomorrow. Too busy to be jealous.
Deal with it. I'm too busy to be jealous. I'm too busy to be jealous. I'm too busy.
Too busy to be jealous, right? Right.
Yeah, I mean, life, it is what it is.
Yeah. You know what? I'm very proud of you, Claudia.
Oh, thank you,
and I think
Nana.
that I do have plans of taking Glitz outside Ghana, going global.
Oh yes. And I think even how do you even say it? Without even me thinking about it, is global at the moment, because every time we do every event, it's being reviewed in New York and everywhere. I mean, Starr Awards is being reviewed in New York Times and everywhere as the Met Gala of Africa. They call Glitz the Vogue of Africa, and all of this is not coming from African media; it's coming from global media. So I think, and that's the most important thing. Now, everything you're doing, no matter how small and where you're doing it from, just make sure you're doing it very well, because you don't know who is seeing it, who is reviewing it. So I think that for building something that didn't exist, and in 10 years globally people know about it, people are very proud about it, it's something that I'm very humbled by that impact. And we're already doing she boss that we want to host some in, like a franchise in the UK, Nigeria and South Africa. So we're working on that. And then Starr Awards hopefully might also do Pan-African as well. So we're working on all of that. But because if you have a brand that now is beyond Ghana, then you need to capitalize on that and actually have physical events as well.
You're truly too busy to be jealous.
Yeah.
You just explained that.
Yeah, plus 3 kids.
I listen to who you remind me of.
Ooh.
Vivian.
Oh, which
Vivian?
know Vivian? Which Vivian?
She will kill me. She will kill me, but the next time you see her, call her Vivian. Denta.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh yeah, I will miss
so
over.
Well,
Yes.
But yes, Claudia, I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
And it's been
Nana.
such a pleasure. I told you the time would just fly.
I know, it's over already.
Yeah, it is.
I thought one was like, wow.
It's over.
Wow.
We're done.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
But
That's
it's been
beautiful.
an honor talking to you.
Thank you. I'm
And
humbled.
I want to assure you of my unconditional, unflinching support
Oh, Nana,
for
thank you.
everything you do.
Thank you, darling.
Except the Starr Awards.
That you're not coming?
That I'm not coming.
Oh, Baba,
I won't.
I will give you a alcohol to drink. When I tell you, realize you're sitting there.
I'll be there, right? Misbehaving.
Misbehaving.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, Claudia. And I'm going to
Pleasure's
leave
all
you
mine.
with your favorite song.
Down flat.
Down Flat by
Kelvin Boy.
It's a beautiful song. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
and
for
thank
having
you for
me.
listening to the show. Too bad I couldn't read some of your messages, but I was enjoying the conversation too. Bliss is coming up shortly on your radio with what he's best known for. Great music, excellent chats as well. Have a beautiful evening.